Hi. You know, the Mesa Boogie Mark series amps are some of the most versatile amps in the world. Can be tweaked in so many different ways. So I kind of wonder why don't I use it all the time? And I think the reason is that it's, you know, it is so versatile and so tweakable that it's easy to tweak it to sound. It can also sound bad, you know. It gives you all that freedom that you may not be comfortable with. But I think that's a mistake. You know, tweaking the amp is as much a part of the instrument, electric guitar, as you know, the pick, attack, and the vibrato, and you know, the way you play. One interesting thing is the complexity. You know, the stream of the sound is like a river that you can either push or you can put the dam. You know, you can filtrate it and do stuff. And what comes out at the end depends on in which order you have boosted it and you have cut stuff and so on. Just like a river. And this amp takes pedals really well, reacts really nicely to overdrives. And then, you know, you have the EQ in front, and you have bright switches and so on. For instance, you have a bright switch in the beginning, and you also then you have a treble knob, and then after you have the graphic EQ where you can boost treble again, and where you boost it in the chain, it makes a big difference. And the same for mid and same for bass here. And this makes the combinatorial complexity here becomes, you know, the number of combinations becomes very hard to get you know, an intuitive feel for the entire space of solutions here, which I think contributes to some of the you know, anxiety I get from dealing with an amp like this. But I think that needs to be overcome because it's a huge part of the playing experience. Today I'm gonna start that journey by tweaking in. I don't know how many it's gonna be, but maybe 5 or 10 different tones with this amp that are as different as possible. And then I'm gonna have a look at the settings. It's just an amazing amp and really nice to play. All right, let's check it out. For the first setting, I'm using the clean channel. I haven't pulled the bright. This one is pulled. Bass is 0 and not pulled. Middle not pulled and 8. Low not pulled. No, sorry, pull deep is not pulled. Master is cranked, and those are irrelevant. And then you can see I boosted the bass afterwards. I think that's the best way to get a firm bass. Then I'm pushing it with a basically cranked tone bender. And here I used in the first couple of riffs, I used this one with only a little overdrive and volume cranked, and tone is I think that's a quite little tone because this one is very noisy when you pull up the tone. All right, next setting. clean settings as well here then. So it's the clean channel, obviously. I'm engaging this. I don't know what it's doing though. The bass is engaged also to get deep tone. Here, since I have a single coil guitar, this one is really useful because it brings meat in the mids to the single coils. Deep is engaged, and I've used this one to push it a bit further. Then I haven't mentioned the on the back there is a presence knob. That one is basically maxed out. All right. So now we're using the gain channel instead. Volume almost full. Haven't pulled the bright. This one I pulled 8 on treble. Haven't pulled this one. It can become swampy then. But I managed to have this much bass. You know, the main bass comes from here at the end of the signal chain to get it firm. But I managed to have this much. Maybe it would be less swampy if I didn't. More mid than you may expect. You need that to get the proper meat here. Master, pull the deep knob there to have as big sound as possible. Start to scream if I have louder than this. This is pretty loud. Full lead master, and this is the most lead drive I can have without it screaming like stung pig, what's it called? And then scoop out the mids and, you know, boost top end like this.